Hello, this is Brock Lemire's President of Resilient Computing, and in this video we're going to go over installing the RadPC software development software and how you actually compile and download your own program to the RadPC Hydra single board computer. Okay, so just a note on compatibility. Our software runs on a Linux system that is being executed on an x86 architecture or x86 CPU. This is most Linux machines, so this is kind of the most common things you'll see. If you're actually running the Windows operating system, you'll need to configure your WSL app, which is the Windows subsystem for Linux, to emulate a Linux machine. We've tested both of them. They work perfectly fine. The process for downloading the software and installing it, essentially you're going to download a zip file from a Resilient Computing file server, and it's called radpc_tools.zip. And then once you unzip it, you're going to see three files in there. You're going to see an install shell script, and then you're going to see a RISC-V.zip and a radpc.zip. The RISC-V.zip is the RISC-V compiler, and then the radpc.zip is all the software that we have to link those executables that come out of the compiler into the RadPC architecture. You're going to run the install that script, and when it does, it's going to copy over and install just like a traditional program would be, and it's going to create two folders on your /opt drive on your Linux box. One's going to be RadPC, and then one's going to be bin/RISC-V, and these are where all the software tools are that allow you to compile and make and download. So in order to use those from any location within Linux, we're also going to ask you to export the path to both of those locations. Okay, so here's a little video that shows the process we just talked about to download and install. So we've downloaded the radpc_tools.zip file, and you'll see the three files are within this little folder. And so what we're going to do is view this at the command line so that we can run the shell script. So I'm going to type sudo so I can get into super user mode, and then I'm going to change the mod of the install script into executable. So I do chmod and then +x. And then when I run that, it's going to ask for the sudo password. And so once you get that, you're going to go ahead and run sudo, and then you got to do /install.sh, and that just tells Linux to look in the folder you're in for the executable you're about to run. And then we go ahead and it installs everything, and you can see that everything was successful. And then it asks you to export the paths. So the final thing is to type in the export path, and the syntax is given in the slides and also in our documentation, but you're basically going to export the path to the /opt bin radpc, and then also opt bin RISC-V, or it's actually opt RISC-V. Okay, so then once you do that, you can run these tools from any location. All right, now that the software is installed, you can now begin developing your own programs. Okay, so RPC_tools is the main program that you call in order to develop software for RadPC. And then what you do is you give it options after that main program call, and there's four primary options that we have to do development for the SBC. So the first one is called init. So you will literally type RPC_tools, RPC stands for RadPC, by the way. Init is actually going to create a new project folder for you and give you template code and also a makefile. So it's going to create a new project folder called proj or proj, wherever you run this init command from. And then what it's going to do is it's actually going to create a main.c program file or source code in there, and that main.c is going to have everything you need to get started. So it's going to have the pound includes that are necessary. It's going to have the main function skeleton, and it's going to have everything in there for you to go in and start inserting your code. So you don't start with just a blank file. We want to give you the wrapper in order to have the right header files. And then it's also going to make a custom makefile just for that particular program. So this is how you begin the development cycle. The next one you're going to have is RPC_tools make, and make is essentially going to be the compile and the link command. So we have a make file for each project, and it's going to call in the RISC-V compiler, but it's also going to pull in all of the RadPC kind of header files and everything that we need in order to make this an executable that can run on the RadPC single board computer. The next one is going to be the run command. Now, when you do this, your main program has to be called main.c. So right now we don't support any other file names, so your top level is main.c. When you do the make command, it looks for main.c, so it has to be called that. Then it is going to create an executable that's called main.b. bin for binary. And when you do a run, what this is going to do is it is actually going to download that executable into the instruction memory of the RadPC computer that sits within the single board computer. So this is how you actually download it. The final thing that we have is called a clean, and this is kind of a standard thing where if you ever get into a situation where things are starting to not work and you don't know if you're fighting your source code or if there's just some legacy files that are still in your project folder that are messing things up, you can always do a clean. And what this will do is it'll remove all these temporary object files that have been created during many compilations and just get you back to where you have the original main.c, not the original, it's your most latest main.c, so you don't lose any source code. And then it'll also keep your original make file, so it'll clean up all temp files so that you can get back to a known space. All right, so let's now turn it over to our design engineer, Hez, who's going to walk you through actually downloading a new program to the RadPC Hydra SBC.
So this is RadPC's starting position. As you can see, we have the LEDs counting up. New code is here. This will swap the LEDs to counting down. This is our countdown section of the code. And over here is where we actually generate our new bin files. So this is RadPC tools make. That will make our new main bin file. Then we use RadPC tools run main.bin. And then when you press enter, that parses it down to the computer, wipes the memory, and puts the new executable into memory. Your LEDs are going to go blank, and then you have the LEDs counting down.
All right, thanks, Hez. So at this point, you have successfully installed the RadPC development software and walked through the process to take a source code, compile it for a RISC-V CPU, actually link it into the RadPC architecture, and download it to the RadPC Hydra single board computer. All right, nice job.